Hey y'all, how are you doing today? It's your sister from the Almighty Mr. Erica B. And I want to thank you once again for tuning in to this podcast where my testimony can prayerfully be your breakthrough. So let's get to it. My testimony, your breakthrough. I've got a story to tell you. I give him glory, cause I'm thankful that my testimony is your breakthrough. Hello, and welcome back to my Testimony, Your Breakthrough podcast. All right, y'all, let's jump into this. So I was talking with my father-in-law, aka my father-in-law, and we were kind of talking about podcasts because he's also working on his podcast as well. So he had asked me what my podcast was about, and I kind of gave him, a little summary of what I will be talking about and all that jazz. And he kind of started challenging me, not in a bad way, but kind of like asking me questions. And it really got me thinking like that night. So it kind of helped me realize that I actually need to have a disclaimer. So this basically is my disclaimer episode where I'm going to tell you what this podcast is not, because I don't want to waste anybody's time. I don't want to lead you on or anything like that. I want to go ahead and get down to the nitty gritty and let you guys know what's really up. Okay. So first, let me start by saying this is not a platform used to empower women with feminist views and or beliefs. Okay. So if you're like, wait, hold on, that's kind of contradicting what you said in the last episode, your mission and blah, 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 right? Okay. So let's take it to the old Webster dictionary. First, let's see what the definition of feminist is. So the definition of a feminist is a person who supports feminism. Well, I don't know what feminism means. How can you basically give me the same definition, word in the definition? Okay, so feminism. Feminism is the advocacy of women's rights on the basis of the equality of the sexes. So basically, feminist is a person who supports feminism, and feminism is the advocacy of women's rights on the basis of equality of sexes. So basically saying that, hey, I want to be equal as men. That's not what I am. This is not what my platform is going to be talking about. So I want to go ahead and just put that out there, okay? This is not from the beliefs of New Age or one world religion whatsoever, okay? So I also want to put that out there. It is also not in agreement with spirituality and manifestation, etc., etc. We're not talking about any chakras. You won't hear me talking about no chakras. You're not going to hear me talking about no stones and all of that jazz, okay? We will not be talking about any of those things that I've just named, listed. So if you came here seeking any of that, I'm letting you know ahead of time that this ain't it. It is not the podcast for you. But allow me to tell you what this podcast is and if this is for you. So let's go back to my mission from episode 1. So my mission is to encourage women by sharing my journey with God from past to present. And you guys, we talking about Big G God, like the Alpha and Omega, God of the universe, Lord of Lords, King of Kings. Okay, we're not talking about little g, Mother Nature and Mother Earth and the universe. No. That is not my beliefs. I believe that Jesus, first of all, I believe that God sent his only begotten son, Jesus Christ, to live in the flesh and to be a living example right here on earth for us, and that he was crucified and he died on that cross and he rose again 3 days later, and that I am saved by him dying for my sins. That is my beliefs. So I don't discredit God. Like, I get it. The universe is beautiful. All the things that was created by God is beautiful, but I will never worship or praise the creations without giving homage to the creator. So I just want to let you guys know that. And that's not me bashing. That's not me judging, because with me talking about my experiences and giving you guys my testimony, you will learn that it ain't always been about God, you know. I've come a long way. And you will hear some of those experiences, some things I did start dabbling in and all that. But, you know, we're going to get there if you decide to continue to listen to this podcast. So everything I just said is not to judge you. I'm just letting you guys know what this podcast is not. So I thought it was only right to give you guys that disclaimer, because I didn't want to lead you guys astray. So that's what it is, and that's what it ain't. Here on my testimony, my breakthrough, we will be referring back to the word and what God says versus what society and culture standards are, okay? And most of the time, they're not going to be popular beliefs. They're going to more than likely be very, very, very unpopular beliefs. But anything that we talk about here, y'all, this is a safe place. This is me giving you my testimony to let you know that, for one, I'm still in this journey. It doesn't end until I die. Like, no matter what I do and how much great things I accomplish here, me walking in God's purpose while I'm here, I'm not going to be satisfied until I die and I stand before the Lord and he says, "Welcome, my child." That's it. Like, that's when I will be satisfied. That's when I will feel like, okay, cool. I'm good. I made it. Until then, we ain't safe. Like, ain't none of us safe. So I'm going to be in this journey until the day that I die. And the great thing about me doing this podcast is that, hey, I get to give my testimony of some things that I've already been through. And I also get to share things that I'm currently going through. So you guys can see that it is a everyday process. Living your life for the Lord, living in purpose, walking in purpose, and just on this narrow path that we're taking. It's a journey, and we might as well enjoy it while we're here. And let's do it together. Let's encourage each other. Let's hold each other accountable in this process. All right. So, yeah, I just wanted to give y'all that. So if you're still listening, y'all still there? You still? Oh, okay. You're still there. Well, that is what it is. And if you're still here, then this probably is for you. And I'm happy to see it, sis. But if it's not, hey, you have a blessed day. I'm glad you already got the confirmation that you possibly needed to exit stage left. I thank you for joining us on these first two and your last two episodes, but you have a blessed day, sis. All right. So, yeah. Also, I would like to link a few scriptures that actually support each point that I made in the beginning, going back to, my points of what this podcast isn't. I want to link those scriptures in a PDF form for you guys, just so you can get a little what the word says about some of those things that I talked about, and which has convicted me personally of the reasons why those aren't my beliefs, okay? Well, that concludes today's testimony, and God willing, we'll meet again on the next. And as for now, thank you guys again for tuning in, and we'll chat again soon.